How you guys and girls doing today? It's Simpson918 here. In this video, we are talking about this huge update we just got. Let's get right into it. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Like I always say, I appreciate every single one of y'all stop my videos. Y'all just aren't subscribers or viewers to our family, and I appreciate and I love y'all. And if you are new to the channel, please make sure to hit that sub and like button. It will make my jowls swell with jangles. With that being said, y'all, let's get right into it. So we've got the huge update list we're going to be going over, y'all. It says duos and map rotation. So starting on April 7th, duos will be added to the game alongside trios, as well as permanent map rotation that gives players the abilities to play duo and trios on Kings Canyon and World's Edge. Now, the summary of this whole entire paragraph is that solos, this is when we introduced solos as a limited time mode last year, we saw it actually negatively impact the game, especially when it came to new player retention. We've also purposely designed legends and their abilities to complement team play and squad composition, but when played solo, some legend abilities become useless. Because of that, we are not going to be adding solos into the game anytime soon, but for now, you can grab a friend or two and jump into the arena. So the big update, y'all, when it comes to this, is that it's actually going to be a rotation. It says we want queue times to be as short as possible, which is why we decided to go with rotation versus selection, as we believe selection could very well negatively impact on queue times across the world. We'll be keeping the match on a fairly quick rotation and tweaking it as we study the data to listen to your feedback. We'll also be introducing other versions of previously released Kings Canyon and World's Edge maps into the rotation from time to time to keep it fresh. So the three things they're going to be rotating on, y'all, is Kings Canyon Season 2, World's Edge, and Kings Canyon After Dark. Of course, y'all, we can't forget the huge update, the gameplay you're seeing in the background right now, which is dive into Bloodhound's Trials, where you and your squad battle against a horde of prowlers and claim high-tier loot as your reward. But beware the most dangerous game, fellow legends who want to scavenge those goods for themselves. In moments of quiet, don't forget to explore the enclosure, especially with a certain hunter at your side. Now, on to the balance changes, y'all. The G7 Scout reduced headshot skill from 2.0 to 1.75. They reduced the leg shot skill from 0.9 to 0.75 and slightly reduced projectile speed. The L-Star will reset its view kick pattern much more quickly to avoid horizontal recoil, feeling like it goes in an unpredictable direction while feathering the trigger. It says reduced time overheat 2.4 to 2.2 still, so now instead of 25 shots, it is now 23 shots. The Kraber, huge update for the Kraber, y'all. Increased headshot damage multiplier from 2.05 to 3.0. Now it should always down a target with the headshot, even if they are a fortified character with a level 3 helmet and a full Evo shield. Sniper ammo, reduced ammo per pickup from 10 to 8 and reduced inventory stack size from 20 to 16. Low profile, limbs shot on low profile legends now deal as much as body shots. Huge. Revenant, y'all, here we go. Revenant. It says player feedback that Revenant wasn't feeling viable enough has been loud and clear, and the game data has showed the same. Our goal is to bring his effectiveness up to the parity with other legends. Silence. Increased duration of status effect from 10 seconds to 20 seconds. Silence can now disable Gibraltar's shield. They increased the duration of the effect from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and Silence has 2 charges now. The Death Totem. Characters are now respawn with 50 health or whatever health they had when they activated it, if lower, instead of 1. Y'all, this is huge. Finally, the buff that Revenant deserves, man. It's about time that Revenant got a buff. We were all talking about how he was introducing the game. People thought he was going to change up the meta. That's what they were trying to do. And now, I mean, he had a lower pick rate than Mirage. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. You know, he was a huge legend, huge hitbox. It's crazy. So I'm happy to see this huge update. Now, let's get on to Lifeline. Lifeline also got a huge update, y'all. It says new secondary passive. Lifeline can access secret compartments with more loot on blue bins. Remember that video we made a couple of weeks back? I'll have a link to it about the blue bins. It says blue bins are found randomly replacing ordinary bins. These rare bins will have a secondary compartment that only Lifeline can open. The secondary compartment will always contain some mixture of health items, weapons, attachments, and knockdown shields, y'all. So that is huge. I'm really happy that Lifeline has a secondary passive now. I can't wait to see, you know, how many people actually use Lifeline now. Wraith. Portals will now disappear after 4 seconds if both ends are outside the circle. This change was made to combat players exploiting the portal to avoid taking damage outside the ring. So y'all, you know, this is a little mini nerf, if you want to even call it that. Remember a couple of updates ago, we had the whole same thing with Lifeline. You know, when Lifeline's drone, it takes 2 ticks of damage in the ring, and then it would, you know, delete itself. So it's not really a huge issue. Evo Armor, y'all, this is another huge one. Reduce the amount of damage required to evolve. Blue armor damage requirement has been reduced from 100 to 75. Purple armor damage requirement reduced from 300 to 150, and red armor reduced from 500 to 400. This is really good because a lot of players were talking about they didn't really have an incentive to pick up Evo Armor, because, you know, by the time you did that much damage, you'd be able to find a blue or purple or even gold armor. So I'm really happy that they reduced it down. This is definitely going to make me pick up Evo Armor a lot more, so I'm happy they did that. Once again, the last major update when it comes to the maps is Kings Canyon and Kings Canyon After Dark. Increase the total amount of loot items that spawn in the map, y'all. Thank the Lord, man. I know some players, especially Asu, or for those who don't follow the competitive scene, he's a massive pro player. Even pro players were complaining about how bad the loot is on Kings Canyon, y'all. Compared to World's Edge, we really didn't know how blessed we were when we got World's Edge. So I'm happy that they increased the loot. And finally, y'all, we've got bug fixes and quality of life. I'm going to read through all these because it's a really small list. It says fix bugs for cases where matches results would not process correctly after players were disconnected. So, you know, when you would want to disconnect or the game would end, maybe your squad dies, you win, and you couldn't see your own stats, but maybe you could see your teammates and vice versa. They fixed that now, so that's good. Fix script for some script errors. Fix for some script errors. Fix bug for cases where taller legends could get stuck in geometry after using Wraith's portal. Fix bug for cases where players that were under Revenant's death protection could still be healed by Lifeline's dock drone and Watson's interceptor pylon. Fixed a bug where mantling with Wraith could cause the camera to clip through the character. On the PS4, they actually fixed lighting of some interior areas on World's Edge that were appearing too dark. They fixed a bug where sometimes players would lose aim assist after being hit by Revenant's silence ability, and they fixed for cases where players would not receive an assist credit when using Crypto's drone to scan enemies. They fixed an issue where sometimes players could hear and in rare cases be hit by Revenant's abilities while in the firing range when he's not there. I know that would scare the hell out of me, man. Fixed some cases where the circle would end in a bad or invalid location. Yes. Please tell me that we're not going to get any circle endings like in the middle of a mountain anymore. That'll be amazing. It has fixed some cases to help reduce invisible doors. They fixed the issue with Bangalore's Viscery skin where the legs were showing the wrong skin while mantling. Fixed bug for cases when Revenant places his alt death totem on the train. A player is respawned to it while on the train, and if the train is moving, the player could be respawned somewhere else on the map or even off the map. Energized charge for the Sentinel sniper rifle can now be canceled with Y or triangle button. They fixed bug for cases where dive trails were visible before exiting the dropship, and thank God, man, that will blow my ears out. I'm happy they're going to fix that, so now my ears won't bleed from time to time. And fixes for the map bug related to exploitable hiding spots and bad geo. So that means all the rat spots that we might have found, y'all, for those who played the game for a long time and know certain spots that we can hide and things like that, they fixed that. So we might have to find some new rat spots, man. So y'all, that is it. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this. Let me know what your favorite part about this update is. I'm extremely happy to see that they added duos into the game. Of course, the old ways event, because I'm a Bloodhound tryhard, and you know, I'm really happy to see that they actually buffed Revenant. Let me know, y'all. I'm really excited. I feel like EA and Respawn are taking a major step in the right direction. It's really good to see that Respawn and EA are now listening to the community and that they're listening to the feedback. So let me know what y'all think of this video, and I will catch y'all in the comments down below. I am out of here.